Brian.
Hey y'all, how we doing? It's Amber, right? The bride? Girl, I've been with my partner 20 years, so we'll talk later. Any of y'all out here born and bred Appalachians? Make some noise. You didn't have to tell me, sir, I know. I'm actually from the north, so sorry to disappoint. But I moved here about 10 years ago. I learned very quickly there's a lot down here that's different and a lot of things I'll have to adjust to, right? The first thing I learned that's different down here is the way y'all greet each other, right? So if I drive anywhere and somebody's coming at me, they give me the old like 2-finger steering wheel salute, like howdy. In Ohio, we only use 1 finger to drive, and it is not in service of saying hello. But probably the scariest was when I very first moved here, my first day moving down here. I go to a gas station in Bluff City, if y'all are familiar, named Scotty Wade's, okay? I pull up 1 gas pump. I pull up to the pump. The guy on the other side of the pump for me is like an older gentleman, cowboy hat, pearl buttons unbuttoned down to here, little hamburger meat sticking out, like a big old serious mustache. And he greets me with what I now know is like a pretty standard Southern greeting. He kind of like tips his hat and is like, hey darling. Well, I just moved here from inner city Cincinnati, where if you make direct eye contact at a gas pump, you are getting shoved in the fucking trunk. That's when I realized I'm like looking down, like don't make eye contact. I see that I'm gonna have to physically go inside of Scotty Wade's gas station / flea market / bait and tackle, because apparently credit card pay at the pump services are like a thing in the future. So I do what I know how to do. I lace my fingers with my keys like the female Wolverine, right? And I start to walk in just embracing the fact that I am probably going to be on the next episode of Dateline Murder in Appalachia. So greetings are different. Something else that's different, breakfast foods. Now, look, I did not get this ass from saying no to carbs. Love a breakfast food, okay? But y'all will just throw any animal on a biscuit and be like, breakfast, you know? And I'll give you the chicken biscuit, like made from the Tears of Angels, okay? But a pork chop gravy biscuit, help me understand. Like, that's a whole meal, right? And how do we pick it up? Somebody teach me. And I had no idea, hand to God, never heard of it before, that there was like a debate between city and country ham. I just thought it was ham. And I have questions, like, is there a particular city? Are the pigs fancier there? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm just waiting for someone's Uncle Daryl to be like manning the griddle at parties in the morning, and he comes in and he's like, Chandra, change the sign. I had a hell of a hunt this morning. I'm fixing to serve up some double deer wild turkey gizzard gravy biscuits. Fuck yeah! You know, and that would not surprise me. I don't know, I would totally check out. Weather, huge difference down here, right? If somebody threatens snow down here, y'all fucking close everything, right? Nothing's open, every grocery aisle, no bread, no milk, no bottled water, right? It is a level 3 emergency. Where I come from, if you can like dig yourself out of your 2nd-story bedroom window, you better get your ass to school in your 4-wheeler. Like, don't take time to bundle up. Y'all are from West Virginia, you know. Do not take time to put on extra clothes to prevent frostbite and negative temps. That's a tardy slip, bitch. That's on you, you know? And I think it was maybe last year, Bristol canceled school for high winds. And I was like, the fuck? Like in Ohio, we don't have just tornado drills. Like, we have tornadoes, you know? And they just march our asses out in the hallway and they're like, squat down and put a textbook over your head, you know? Because we all know nothing protects in 180-mile winds quite like a life science textbook from 1997, right? So totally safe. The biggest thing I think that, this has me in a chokehold. I really need y'all to help me understand this, okay? It's the way y'all talk to each other down here. And I'm not talking about how you just are blatantly willing to take entire syllables out of words like oil and try to convince me that's how it's pronounced, because no, the fuck it's not. You know? I'm talking about how every conversation I hear is like dripping in passive aggression. It's just like the polite Southern way, right? And so I'm gonna give you an example. I'm in the coffee shop the other day, and I overhear these ladies talking, right? And Susan, okay, I don't know her personally, but I feel like if we all met her, we would agree her name was Susan. And yeah, Susan's talking to her lady friends, and she's like, oh my word, y'all. Did you hear what happened to Caroline's daughter, Evelyn? And they're all very interested, and she says, she got home from the hospital okay, bless her heart, drinking. She said, but she's pregnant out of wedlock. Y'all be praying for her. And no one said a word. And I was like, what the actual fuck? Like, I get accused every day of being too direct and mean and accurate, but still. If that same conversation had happened where I'm from, with my girlfriends in Ohio, we would have gone a little something like this. That slut Evelyn, she's knocked up again, y'all. And here's the thing. It's only because they found it because she got blackout drunk at a field party and had to have her stomach pumped. Like, you would have thought after the first 3, like, long-headed, lazy-eyed kids she would have learned. Like, fuck Evelyn, you know? Right, and maybe mean, okay? But it's, at least we're not, like, masking it in care and concern, right? And so I'm a little bit like, teach me your ways, and also like, fucking say it with your chest, Susan, you know? And I'm just confused how y'all can sprinkle in a little bless your heart, a little praying for you, and somehow you get this like mystical get out of being a bitch free card. Like, I don't understand. I'm jealous, actually. But I do love living here. I love raising my wild ass kids here. I love that they can play in the woods and build forts and, you know, barber up the streets, not calling CPS like neglect, you know. But you've taught me now, so now I know. Should that happen, I simply bake her a casserole, and I go to her house, and I say, I smile, and I say, thank you so much for caring over my precious angel babes, Barbara, you cunt. Plus your cards. Thanks, guys. That's my time.